Greetings, fellow travelers. And, well, there would be Manhattan, the settlement, surrounded by its 5 outposts. Outpost 1, 2, and 3, and Outpost Atlas and Outpost Bay. Atlas and Bay are at the top, 3 is at the very bottom, 1 is to the right, and alright. Let's have a quick fly over 1. It's basically just a building with a teleporter, a little housing unit. Outpost Atlas, there's the building over the cavern leading to the pool and a landing deck. And the Atlas structure itself with its own landing deck. That would be Outpost Bay to the right. And yeah, I can't quite see the window. There it is, the window, the famous window. Okay, there's a natural seawall for the bay. It's really too bad the water's so shallow here because I had to dredge this section to make a dock, a real dock. The little structure beneath us is the base computer. And of course, we're not rendering the lighthouse properly because, well, you know, there it is. Okay. And yes, I still think that it'd be cool if I could just dredge, you know, a section right there, just expand that water, flatten the bit of the hill, make a big dock, shipyard type thing. But it's in a way, it doesn't quite fit the milieu because the game is more about spaceships, but you probably would have some surface vessels. Manhattan Outpost number 2, which is basically a landing pad and a tent, for lack of a better word, sunk into a hillside. The tent has a base computer and a teleporter ring. Alright. So we're on the very edge of the settlement. And we do not see the autonomous mining units I planted just below. That'd be outpost number 3. Radar tower, a couple prefab buildings, landing pad. In front of the tower, probably not visible from here. Little patio. Alright, heading towards the settlement itself. Oh, I hadn't noticed this before. Cool. Not particularly useful for building, but cool. That's the wheat field I planted, and of course none of it is visible from this height. That's the last warehouse that was built, and there's a hauler, great. Those would be the various warehouses, including the Colossus Tech in the last one. The one that has the stone pad leading to. The house just beneath, which looks a lot like one of the other houses, is actually one I built, and the AI in the game just does not allow you to do something the AI allows you to do, which is very frustrating. Landing pad would actually belong to Atlas. The 2 mining depot are actually grain silos, and there's the wheat field, materializing as we speak. Those would be part of Atlas Bay. No, I'm not trying to land. The motorbike and the 2 man-made greenhouses would be part of outpost number 3, as is the warehouse just in front, and I think the landing pad was there before, yes. Trying to go just a little bit faster. Of course, most of the structures beneath me are from the settlement. You can tell because the roofs don't match. That's the problem I have. I try to make things too symmetrical. Sometimes they lose character because of that. A couple of crates beside that landing pad I've added. The intersection for the glass tunnel for the underwater outposts, I'm using as sort of a control tower. And yes, those landing pads in a row are what I call fighter row. Now you can see the ones I built, there's no soil, there's no grass that's worn out around them. The ones that the game builds, well, you can see the pallets there. It's a sidewalk, and yet, nevertheless, you know, grass is worn, it's away. Okay, and let's go land over there and go see what the visitor wants. Yeah, that warehouse is also slightly different style. So the warehouses around Fighter Row are all built the same way. 6 floor panels, short wall, angled roof, 1 panel lifted up. Whereas this one is, well, 2 levels of walls. Those are added as an afterthought just to blend in a little bit better with the other structures that seem to have them all over the place. And a double-sized door. The last one I built, which is more Korvax than Weekend because of all the metal, as a manipulate arm / crane to offload the cargo from the haulers. And the, well, there was another style, but for the life of me right now, I can't quite put my finger on it. So we're going to leave it at that. Once again, I thank you for visiting, my fellow travelers, and have a good day.